As our friend here said, my name is Itai Gil. I'm from Israel. I served 14 years active service, special forces, and then later on I joined a unit. It's called YAMAM. It's the acronym for the Elite Counter-Terror Warfare Team. We specialize in many spectrums of operations. And before I start talking about protecting crowded places, a part of my speech will be about the global threat of terrorism, because it all links down to the global problem we're facing and all the way down to probably the individual events we're going to be holding later on. I'm going to share with you my experience about the way I view things from the Israeli point of view, if I may say. If I go back into history of Israel, what made Israel, I would say, a leading nation in defense, it would be that many of you are aware of the history. The Jews went through the Holocaust, and later on the state of Israel was established, and we had our domestic problems and conflicts. I'm not talking politics now, I'm just talking facts. And later on, if those of you remember, the massacre at the Munich Olympic Games, and that's an event. And at the time, the Prime Minister was Golda Meir, and she requested from the Germans, can we send our forces to intervene in the hostage situation? And the Israelis were denied because the Germans said no other force would be on this land to take care of our own business. And of course, the mission did not fall out well, and all the athletes were killed. And that hurt. And later on, the Air France airplane in 1976 was hijacked by PLO with more than 100 hostages. And there were deadlines in demand that executions will start if Israel will not release a PLO terrorist from prison. The Israeli government said no, but they also had to have a solution. And why do I mention this? Because we are sometimes forced into conditions we don't want to be in. And that's what we're doing, all of us right here now. We're fighting global terrorism. So you had special forces plan in 3 days a very daring assault to land in a foreign country 6,000 kilometers away, to storm a compound with many terrorists, killing all the terrorists and releasing more than 103 hostages alive, with only one casualty on our side. Now, when you look at the achievement of who dares wins, you know that one. And that's what I'm talking about. Nothing actually has changed in the last 30, 40 years. When I look at it, I started my service in 1981. I'm still in the commando regiment as a captain. I still qualify even though I'm an older guy, 54. And actually nothing has changed. And you know what? It's actually getting worse. So it means if I'm now going from the global problem that we have, and everybody's aware of the terrorism, radical Islamic terrorism around the world, and ISIS and everything. And these people are going to be coming back home at some point. And